Have you been trying to find the unicorn of a legitimate work from home job with benefits? You can have your own hours, you get this consistent rockstar pay. Uh, so you can be a full-time parent and stay at home with your kids and be a full-time worker. Well, we're here to bust some of those myths. I'm Crystal Borgeson, and this is Stephanie Mitchell, and we are the Busy Boss Mamas.
Hello, welcome to the Focus and Fulfilled podcast. So the other day, this came up because we're part of a lot of different moms groups on Facebook, and I see all the time like moms who are really looking for a work from home opportunity um, or a job so that they can make money. And this particular post I saw, she's a homeschooling mom and her marriage is falling apart, which happens a lot. I think as much as we're definitely not proponents of divorce and we want to stay married forever and all that, we see that even Christian marriages fall apart sometimes, and that leaves a lot of moms just with this like, what do I do now? And she's
Yeah.
starting to be faced with that, and like, how can I find a legitimate work from home job with benefits, with good pay, consistent, and be able to still stay home with my kids? And this is a topic that comes up over and over and over. Don't you feel
Yeah.
like, Chris? You see it all the time.
Especially these days, over the last couple of years, since the economy's gone down, since everything's gone up, there are so many moms looking for that glorious stay-at-home job where they can make money and still like good pay that they would if they were going into the office. They can make their own hours, they still get to homeschool their kids, they get to do all these things, and it's constantly coming up, and it just doesn't exist.
Yeah, there's no perfect situation working from home. And sure, there are definitely a lot more work from home positions, I feel like, since COVID. There are definitely legitimate job opportunities for women working from home. But
Yes.
unfortunately, you can't, if you have like this legitimate job at home, it makes it really difficult with taking care of your kids and having set hours. Like, you can't have it all. There's either going to be a lack of flexibility and you're going to have to figure out how to have consistent work time at home, or you're going to have to likely have a job that you don't love, because a lot of these jobs are like phone
Call
center
centers. I
jobs,
mean,
call center
yeah.
type jobs. And I
Then you
think
need your kids to be quiet during those hours.
yeah, so it becomes really hard. And it's not to say that you can't make money from home, right? This is something that we coach on, is actually making money from home. And I think when I see people be like, oh, I'm looking for a legitimate work from home job opportunity, well, what exactly is an illegitimate work from home job?
Yes.
I think that a
Well,
lot of,
is what we all know that what they mean by illegitimate is multi-level marketing.
right, is I don't want to do a multi-level marketing job because it doesn't have that consistent pay most of the time, unless you build that
Yeah.
up, right? Well,
Yeah.
I think that a better solution for a lot of moms would be to take advantage of the really endless tons of opportunities to figure out a way that you can create your own thing at home. And
Yes.
not when you are in a crisis, like not waiting until you're in a crisis and you're like, oh my gosh, now I have to figure out how to make money tomorrow because I
Yeah.
have to feed my kids and my marriage is falling apart and I don't know what to do. And this is the same even just for like planning to have something for retirement, right? Is
Yeah. Or even in the pandemic, I think that really showed people during COVID, like a lot of people had their spouse that was their breadwinner got sick and passed away. And now what do they have? And especially as stay-at-home moms, even if you have a degree or a specialized skill or something, if you aren't taking the time to keep that up, then you aren't market ready.
exactly. Like, I mean,
You're gonna have a slow entry.
right. And that's what I look at in my situation is, yes, I have a degree. Yes, I have knowledge and whatever, but it wouldn't do me any good if something were to happen to my spouse tomorrow. It wouldn't do me any good because I'm not market ready. So I'd have to go back to school of some, to get a current whatever, and then go into the workforce, or I'd end up with some menial job. And
Yes.
certainly I have to put my kids in school, right?
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why for the last 10 years, we have been such big proponents of building your own thing from home, because there are so many opportunities. So when people are like, I need a legitimate thing, well, there's plenty of legitimate things from home. You just have
Yeah.
to be willing to work hard. And so you can
Yeah.
find a job, like a regular job job at home too. That's not going to be easy. This is the thing
Yeah.
with all this kind of stuff, is you have to choose your hard, right?
Yeah.
Everything's hard. Everything's hard. And part of the problem with a lot of moms realizing that, okay, yes, I realize that there are moms who have a business from home, but they're really not legitimate, or only such a small number of women actually make money or whatever. The problem is that they miss the part where they need to find support in exactly what to do or how to do it. Like, what are some of the ways that I can figure out how to build something at home? And nowadays, especially since COVID, and even really like before that, our world is moving so quickly to all this digital stuff that everyone is looking online for solutions to their problem. And every single one of you, every person has something they can build their own thing around at home to make money, serving others with what you know. I don't
Well, and
care
that's
who you are.
something that since the pandemic, like you said, with everything going digital and stuff, like a lot of people are looking for that opportunity to stay home some more because they stayed home during all that time. And now they're like, I think I'd like to do that. I like being at home with my kids. I kind of think I like my kids better than I thought I did and being
Right.
around them. But I still need to have a little money because, gas right now is going down, but I would not hold my breath if next week where I'm at, we are all of a sudden close to $5-6 again.
Right. So here's the thing about legitimate work from home opportunities. You have to make it legitimate yourself. And
Oh, yeah, I love that.
you have to make it
You
legitimate.
make it legitimate.
Yeah, you make it legitimate. It's not going to be legitimate if you don't put in the work. But
Yeah.
if you are looking for something to do from home, my suggestions are find somebody that can help you figure out what your options are, and don't go into it alone. Don't be like, oh, I'm just going to like take someone's fat promise about how I'm going to be able to make all this money, but I don't have a system and I don't have support and I don't have help. Right.
That's how MLM has gotten such a horrible rap, is because you're told, and I know every one of you has heard this, all you do is you just share 2 products with your friends, and then your mom's going to share it with somebody, and then somebody else is going to share it with, and before you know it, you're making a full-time income. It only took Susie 3 months to do it. So you could do it in 3 months too. We just need to know, the next 100 people that you know.
Right.
And invite every one of them. And when you're out and about and you're at the gas station, make sure you choose the busiest pump so you can talk to everybody around. It's just that easy.
Right. Right.
I mean,
And then that becomes an illegitimate promise, right?
yeah,
So
and all of a sudden you're going to be a millionaire in 3 months. Don't you worry about it.
right. So if you are like, oh my gosh, I really do think that times are tight, we need to figure out something, like, we'd love to give you ideas. We've been in the home business space for a really long time. We're familiar with MLM. We're familiar with not MLM. We're familiar with lots of different things and love helping women.
Man, and there are so many cool tools online now to help people that you don't have to be a coder. When we first started, trying to get our online business stuff going, I was trying to learn how to code so I could code some of my website stuff.
Oh
together.
man, I do remember that. Can you imagine?
It was so much work. It is not like that anymore. I mean, I would spend hours and hours and hours after I put the kids to bed learning how to code. And you don't even have to do that anymore. I mean, it's pop and drop, click and move, and there are so many ways to do so much stuff. Just like, if anybody's gotten in and seeing the homeschool stuff and they're like, whoa, this is so not like it was when my mom was younger. And you had to like find that hidden group, and it was the weird niche kid that you didn't know that was homeschooled or was really weird and never came out of their house. No, it's everywhere. Like, there's stuff everywhere. Same for online business and creating a business. And that's what we love to do. We love helping people find their niche and find their, the technique and the way that is going to work the best for them, for sharing their product, their knowledge, their anything.
Right. And there's just so many options. So if you want to brainstorm ways that you can come up with your own thing, or if you want to look at partnering with us this next year, we are like really looking forward to launching 2024 super strong. We've got our own system and our own programs that we are working with our team. If you're looking for like someone to partner with, like I really want mentorship and I want a group that I can like move forward with and make money. We'd love to talk to you about that and see if it's a fit for you. Or we'd love to do a strategy session with you and help you look at all sorts of different options that, you know, work for your strengths and what you're looking for and what you know and what you can share with other people. So if you want to hit us up for that, we'd love to help you for free and just look at some options for you. You can text work from home to 385-446-1001. That's just our text line. It's not like we're going to start spamming you or anything like that. So
No, you aren't getting your spam texts. We don't even, we send out a couple times a year.
So just text work from home to that number. We will put it in the comments below, or you can drop us a comment wherever you're seeing this video. If you're like, I'm driving or something, and you can't remember, whatever. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you next time.
Bye.